In the run-up to the release of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, loyal followers of the series hounded developers to include a whole load of fan-favourite features in the final game. Now that the release date has been and gone, we can see that while Bethesda didn't oblige on some of the more notable requests, such as spears, horseback combat, and horse armour, they did make good on something which fans have been blood-lusting for. No, werewolves! And not only are they in the game, but you can be one. How do I do this? We hear you howl at the moon. Well, fear not, GameSpot is here to aid you in your shapeshift from the supple human/orc/whatever flesh of your current character to the bristling fur of a man-beast. Wonderful.
I submit.
The ability to change into a werewolf, known as lycanthropy, is called a disease by some and a blessing by others. Either way, if you want it, you gotta get yourself in there with a group of swords for hire known as the Companions. You can often find their members out and about in the wilderness, exploring, hunting, or dabbling in a touch of giant slaying. In order to join the ranks, you need to head to Whiterun and have a chat with the Harbinger of the Companions, a grey-bearded chap by the name of Kodlak.
Would you now?
He will then advise you that to join the group and gain the respect of your peers, you need to start by beating someone up. Nice life lesson, Bethesda.
Pretty good arm you have there. Not bad.
Following your brief spar, the Companions will begin to accept you, offering you a place to rest your head at night and an affectionate nickname.
This is the whelp that Bilkis mentioned.
Next, go forth and complete one of a number of possible missions provided by the group members, and soon enough it'll be time for your test. You are tasked with the collection of a fragment of Wuthrad, part of an ancient battle axe very dear to the group. While on said mission, you accidentally get yourself locked in a cage. Hey, it happens to the best of us. Unfortunately, poor old Farkas becomes surrounded by a group called the Silver Sword, intent on murderifying him. A lot.
Killing you will make for an excellent story.
Luckily for you, and for Farkas, he has an ace up his sleeve, by which I mean he can transform into a colossal werewolf. Now who's being murderified? On returning to the rest of your companion buddies with Wuthrad segment in hand, they welcome you with open arms and even go as far to make you part of their inner circle. They also say lots of nice things about you.
And would you raise a mug in his name?
I would lead the song of triumph as our mead hall reveled in his stories.
Oh.
I would stand at his back, that the world might never overtake us.
Whoa, steady on there. Shortly after, companion member Skewer will then ask you to meet him at the entrance to the Underforge at nighttime, the not-so-secret door located under the Skyforge. Proceed inside and let the blood-drinking ritual commence. Congratulations, you're now a werewolf, but just before you go, consider the old adage. A werewolf in combat is like driving a souped-up sports car. If handled correctly, it can be incredibly powerful and make you feel more awesome than Jesus. If, on the other hand, you don't know what you're doing, then the whole experience can very swiftly result in a gruesome death. Yours. Also, they're both noisy. So, here's a few hints and tips to successful werewolfery. Being successful in combat as a werewolf is as much about not getting hit as it is about dealing damage. So be sure to roar regularly to strike fear into the heart of your foes. Once on the run, they're a lot easier to deal with and less likely to pepper you with arrows. Holding down either attack button will result in a swing powerful enough to knock a man to the ground, where they are now super vulnerable. Be sure to keep an eye on that green bar, however, as performing these attacks drains your stamina, potentially leaving you unable to sprint in a time of need. Finally, don't forget to feed on those you kill. This both adds to your health bar and prolongs the amount of time you can remain in beast form. So, bon appetit! So, that's your guide to lycanthropy in Skyrim. Give it a go and let us know how you get on in the comments section below.